My Friend Dahmer is a coming-of-age movie. I say coming-of-age movie because this is not a horror film. I know that Jeffrey Dahmer is a known serial killer, and this movie is based off of a graphic novel about a guy in high school who sort of grew up with Jeff Dahmer. Have the pleasure of reading the graphic novel that this movie is based off of. The graphic novel is fantastic. Definitely check it out. The movie, however, is a little bit stagnant. They take out all the good stuff, all the scary elements in the graphic novel, the creepy stuff. They don't put it in the movie. I was kind of worried. It's basically just an awkward coming-of-age movie about a kid who ends up becoming a serial killer. They don't actually show any of the cool stuff in the graphic novel. So I was really disappointed in that. However, the movie does have a good 70s aesthetic. The acting's pretty good from everyone, from Jeffrey Dahmer to his artist friend to his parents. I like Dallas Roberts as his dad, and Anne Heche was great in this movie as the mom. I didn't even recognize her. She was great. Other than that, the movie is just sort of like a little bit lifeless. It just doesn't really quite find a balance between creepiness and coming of age. It just feels like a 70s teen movie with a weird main character. And it doesn't really hit all the right notes, I think. It definitely should have done a better job of... They probably should have tried to copy the graphic novel a little bit more, because the graphic novel is done in a first-person narrative of the artist friend. And Jeffrey Dahmer is sort of like the kid sitting in the back corner that he would think about and talk about. They should have tried to go for that instead of... In this movie, Jeffrey Dahmer is the main character, and you can't really sympathize with him, and doesn't have the luxury of the perspective of the graphic novel. That was probably the biggest... drawback of the film. Yeah, the back of the DVD cover says it's the window into the making of a monster. It's a warped wonder, but I felt like the movie could have been a lot better. So I give My Friend Dahmer a 4 out of 10.